Live in Boise, we are bringing you all the updates on the Claremont fire. Plus, I hear from those affected by the evacuation orders in place near Roby Creek.
Runway upgrades and more airplane parking are on the way at BOI.
Probably the largest impact that we'll make is really providing safety, increased safety when it comes to our runway.
I'm your Boise Airport neighborhood reporter Brady Caskey, learning more about big upgrades underway thanks to some federal grants.
Overlooking Shoshone Falls, why the Declaration of Independence was read aloud, continuing the celebration of America 250.
Neighborhoods across the Magic Valley, telling stories from within our communities. This is Idaho News 6.
Thank you for joining Idaho News 6. I'm senior reporter Riley Shoemaker, and I am live in the Boise foothills where we begin with a developing story. Tonight it is continuing coverage of the Claremont fire, Idaho's largest team of neighborhood reporters bringing you the latest, more in-depth, more context, and more coverage from the communities where you live, work, and play. I am here monitoring the situation after stopping by the Red Cross evacuation shelter in Boise, and we are also keeping an eye on several small fires in southwest Idaho, including a new fire in the Owyhees with a red flag warning in effect. Chief Meteorologist Scott Dorval is going to join us in just a moment with those details. But first, we are going to bring in neighborhood reporter Brady Caskey, joining us live from Lucky Peak with the very latest on the firefight. Brady, how's it going? What are the latest updates?
Yeah, thanks, Riley. I've been out here for a few hours. We've been watching helicopters come in and pick up these big buckets of water to take over and dump on the Claremont fire. We were hoping to get one for you, but it looks like they went back to refuel. We'll try to get you one at 6. But basically, we've been checking in with BLM. They said that the current most up-to-date acreage on this fire is 6,509 acres. And we also caught up with Chad Klein with BLM, and he told us a little bit about what the fire outlook's looking like.
We're looking better than we were 2 days before, and if we can get through a good wind event and that kind of stuff, we'll be looking even better.
Now, Chad Klein said that they've got about 200 personnel on the ground and in the air on that fire. They're digging fire lines with axes and chainsaws. They're using bulldozers to make big fire lines, and we've got big helicopters coming through and dropping that fire retardant and this water we've been seeing them pick up. But it's certainly hot out here. I cannot imagine being out there doing all that manual labor in the heat. Those firefighters are certainly sweltering like me. It feels like it's 1,000 degrees out here. But Scott Dorval may be able to tell us a little more about what the actual number is. Scott, how's it looking for firefighters up there?
Yeah, it's pretty rough, and you're getting a taste of it just being out there. 96 degrees, and so we'll be flirting, with temperatures maybe down a degree or two tomorrow, but then right back up. I want to show you the latest view here, and we're finally seeing a huge plume coming in with the afternoon heating. So this is on the other, it's burned over the ridge now. If you're not familiar with the Boise area, it's burned over the ridge now, heading down into Boise County, and this is a pyrocumulus cloud. The heat of the fire causing a cloud to form over the top of it from the rapidly rising air and cooling and condensing. 16% humidity, so it's dry. You get a big uplift of the motion, and so you can see all kinds of billowing going on here. So this fire is raging, at least over this particular location. I'm going to keep a close eye on this for you here. If you've got friends in the Treasure Valley, we're going to keep you updated on this. McCall, partly cloudy. We've had a lot of cloud cover and some storms around the Magic Valley. We had a severe thunderstorm just north of the Burley area, and all kinds of storms, wind gusts of 54 miles an hour, between 50 to 55 miles per hour through the region. Temperatures in the upper 80s since midnight. We've had some cooling near some of the rain. That was a severe thunderstorm warning near Burley. That no longer a warning. Most of the storms are here down to the south, but again, sending some wind up. These are all wind gusts over 50 miles per hour here, and so still gusty wind this evening, but it will settle down later tonight. So the forecast for Sun Valley for tomorrow, mid-80s, sunny to partly cloudy. You see the dark skies there in the background, and the cloud cover we've got over the Magic Valley now will eventually break up overnight, mostly cloudy to start, and 61. A forecast coming up for tomorrow. I think the threat of storms is going to slide to the east, and so we get a little dip in temperature, a little bit of a breeze, and high temperatures tomorrow in the lower to mid 90s. So the forecast, we've got more heat coming in. I'll have that coming up in a moment. But let's go now to Riley Shoemaker with the latest on that Claremont fire. Riley?
Hey, Scott. Yeah, so some updates. The Claremont fire still has evacuation orders in place for an area over by Roby Creek. So for some neighbors, they're not just watching from a distance. It is in their backyards and forcing them from their homes. I caught up with neighbors impacted by the evacuations in place near Roby Creek. When the level 3 go now order came, Christian Dahlstrom didn't wait.
We were watching the fire come up the canyon there, and it was just moving fast. So we said, yeah, let's just get out of here.
Dahlstrom lives off Rocky Canyon Road, which as of Wednesday evening remains under a level 3 evacuation order. He tells me this is the 4th time he's had to evacuate in the 2 decades since he's lived there. But this time there wasn't much time to think, as the warning skipped level 1 and level 2 and went straight to a level 3 evacuation notice.
Go now usually means go now, so I don't panic, I don't rush. You rush, you forget things, you do things wrong. Just walked around the house, picked up the stuff we needed to get. We knew where the fire was, so it wasn't like it was burning on our door. But we were out of the house in 30 minutes, 45 minutes.
At Eagle Christian Church, the American Red Cross has opened a shelter for people displaced by the fire, offering meals and a safe place to stay, health services, and emotional support.
We want them to feel warm, wanted, and comforted. We really want to give them comfort in any way we can. Take care of them, whatever they lost, whatever they need, mentally or physically or anything.
Dahlstrom acknowledges that living along the wildland-urban interface means fire risk will always be part of the equation. But that doesn't mean leaving home gets any easier.
Accept. That's a hard one. It's not really something you like to accept. It's something you know is a risk.
He says he's grateful for the firefighters working to protect homes, but hopes neighbors will continue getting timely updates as conditions change.
I know they're doing their very best to stop the fire, but they're not doing a very good job at informing the public.
Now that level 3 evacuation status is still in place over at Roby Creek in that area. But in case you're a little confused by the different levels of evacuation statuses, our Sophia Cruz is going to break that down for you.
Idaho has standardized its statewide evacuation alert system to limit confusion when every minute counts. I'm Sophia Cruz with your full breakdown. It's simple. Your local sheriff's office issues the warnings. The 3 stages are ready, set, go. Level 1, or ready status, means there's a threat in your area. You'll want to have a plan for leaving. Keep your gas tank full and have any medications handy. Keep an eye on local alerts and Idaho News 6 for updates. Level 2 is set status. Danger is significant and you need to be ready to leave at a moment's notice. Gather your things and prepare your home. This may be the only notice you receive, so trust your gut. It's always better to leave too early than too late. And finally, level 3 means it's time to go. It's too late for any extra packing. You'll need to leave as quickly and safely as possible.
This is expected to be a challenging wildfire year. I'm senior reporter Roland Barris, and as we've reported, Idaho remains under a statewide drought emergency declaration. Here's a look at the latest federal data. Parts of southern Idaho facing exceptional drought. The National Interagency Fire Center in Boise forecasting above average wildfire potential across southern Idaho this month, with conditions only worsening across the Pacific Northwest over the next month.
Smokey Bear said it best, only you can prevent forest fires. Most fires are human caused, and it's up to all of us to help manage the wildfire risk this year. It can be as simple as properly disposing of cigarettes, minding your trailer chains, putting campfires dead out, and shooting responsibly.
Overlooking Shoshone Falls, why the Declaration of Independence was read aloud, continuing the celebration of America 250. 250 years ago, the Declaration of Independence was read aloud to the public for the very first time. I'm your Magic Valley neighborhood reporter, Joey Martin, and in honor of America's 250th birthday, people gathered to read that document out loud once again, this time at the exact same time and across the globe. At 4 p.m. Mountain Time, communities around the world joined in on a simultaneous reading. Here in Idaho, several cities took part, but the state's signature event happened at the new Northside Shoshone Falls Overlook in Jerome County. Organizers called the event the Spirit of America. The state historian says sharing the founding document with the public was a major moment in history.
So it's one thing to have written this 1,300-word document over the course of 3 weeks, but it's another thing to share that with the public, with the world. And so in reading it out loud, they were really staking a claim on what they believed in and what they were fighting for.
We were at the reading in Jerome County today. We'll bring you a full report from this special event tonight at 10. Reporting in Jerome County, I'm your neighborhood reporter, Joey Martin, Idaho News 6.
When it comes to cool ways to get around in the summertime, nothing compares to riding a bicycle, if you ask me. Lots of people in the state, across Idaho, and in the country are using e-bikes, even e-motos to get around these days, and that's caused a little bit of controversy in other parts of the state. But what about in Twin Falls? What do you think, Twin Falls? Is there a distinction between a bicycle, an e-bike, and an e-moto? I want to hear from you. Send me an email to lorian@ksawtv.com.
I'm meteorologist Scott Rovell. The heat continues to build. We'll really see it coming in towards Friday and the weekend as a massive ridge of high pressure builds on in and then starts to move in our direction. I'll let you know what all that means to the forecast for the next week coming up.
Scott Dorval with your Idaho News 6 forecast.
Good evening, everyone. Pretty active day across the southern Magic Valley, especially today. A lot of gusty wind between 52, 57 miles an hour. Here's the view from our Canyon Cam today. Blue skies giving way to a lot of cloud cover and some blowing dust, a little rain trying to fall, but not really making it to the ground. And it is to the south, certainly in the higher elevations, but pretty gloomy looking sky here. And those gusty winds have been continuing. Dropped our temperature to 82 at the Prime Bridge, which is nice. Now down to 81 degrees as some of the rain-cooled air that comes flowing out of these storms is dropping the temperature. A beautiful 79 in Burley, but we certainly have had some howling winds. Notice to the west, mid-90s in the Boise area. We have not had that influence of any storms around. Near Haley, 86 degrees now, 90 degrees, but up in the Ketchum area, we got a storm system pushing on through. I'm going to show you that after I show you this forecast. So this is the time-lapse view of Baldy today. It'll pick up again, and you'll see just towards the end of this time-lapse, you can see blue skies. Now you see that dark cloud cover coming in. I'm going to show you what's happening now. Here's the forecast. Going about 90 over the weekend. 91 on Saturday, 93 Sunday, 91 Monday. This is in Ketchum. This is some real hot weather coming on in, and then it may drop to near 90 on Tuesday and Wednesday, but that is about it. So we've got the heat coming in, that dark sky. We'll take a look at the latest Doppler radar, and you see that storm going right from west to east, right on the north side of Ketchum. You got Baldy right in here, and that's the storm going over the valley, over Sun Valley itself, or just really the core of it's just to the north of there, but a little good heavy downpour and a lot of lightning strikes with this. Let's hope we're getting some good rain to put out any lightning-caused fires here, but this has to be watched just in case, certainly, and also to the east there we see some of those storms as well. Down to the south, here's our red flag warning in effect for Jerome, points westward, just south of the Camas Prairie. These lightning strikes here could spark fires, and we've had some of those strong wind gusts. All of these little points here are wind gusts that were between 52 and 57, or 47 and 57. Storms are staying mostly to the south, but again, we're getting the influence of some of those gusty winds. This orange down here, by the way, is an extreme heat warning for Utah, and there's one in eastern Montana as well. As very hot weather is moving on in. And so a big ridge of high pressure. It's at bay to the south. We drop the temperature just a couple of degrees tomorrow, though. It's been cool already from the rain. This huge heat dome is going to go up to the east, and it's going to back towards us as we get towards Tuesday of next week. And there is some sizzling heat coming in here. We're going to be near 100, as I mentioned, in the valleys, near 90 or just above that in the Wood River Valley. When you get up to Montana, look at some of these forecast temperatures here. This is from Monday. Billings, Montana, 108 degrees. There's a place in Wyoming that could hit its all-time high of 108 as well. 106 Salt Lake City, so the core of the heat to the east, but Idaho falls at the century mark on Monday. So we've got some serious heat coming in. I'll keep you updated on that as we get closer. In the meantime, 92 degrees in Shoshone tomorrow, 93 in Wendell. The thing you don't see is any cloud cover. We're going to keep the sunshine for the northern Magic Valley. And when you look at the Buell area, Hollister, Twin Falls, mostly sunny and hot. We'll have a little bit of a breeze coming in. We're going to push those storms away. So the storms we've been getting the past few days shouldn't be around tomorrow. Mostly sunny and hot as well. Maybe northern Utah gets some of those storms, but that's really about it. So here's my extended forecast for the Magic Valley. We're going to dip that temperature a little bit tomorrow, although it's cooler now. Our high temperature was up. A cooler air mass will come in. We'll be at 91 with sunshine, but then we're heating right back up, and now serious heat on Saturday near 99. 95 Monday. Could get even hotter than what is showing here in the mid-90s for next week.
Those cancers for which there are screening, we can catch early and we can cure.
After the break, we'll look at some of the risk factors for cancer and the importance of early detection in tonight's Wellness Wednesday. In tonight's Wellness Wednesday, where we're healthier together, we're talking cancer. According to Idaho Health and Welfare, 8,500 Idahoans are diagnosed every year. And as Dr. Daniel Meltzer explains, genetics play a big role, but so do our habits.
About 10%, a little more, of those 50,000 that have been diagnosed currently smoke. Almost 10% report being heavy drinkers, and about 1 in 4 report effectively no exercise.
There is hope with early detection. Talk to your doctor about your family history and be sure to get those regular screenings.
Final check at that forecast. The heat is on, but tomorrow we get just a little bit of a break. We'll try to push the storms to the east, but we still have a slight chance on the South Mountain, certainly. But 91 tomorrow will be the coolest day in the extended forecast. Mid-90s Friday, near 100 on Saturday, 96 Sunday, and staying in the mid-90s right through the beginning and middle part of next week. So the heat is on, folks. Dry conditions have moved on in. The fire danger is rising. I'll have updates to this forecast coming up tonight on Idaho News 6 at 10 o'clock. Enjoy your evening, everybody. We'll see you later tonight.